So we have Dominick Cruz versus Marlon Vera, a.k.a. Cheeto, whatever his name is, Vera. Very good fighters. Look, Dominick Cruz is a guy I've been watching since my freshman or sophomore year of high school. Really longer than that, since his WEC days, since he got choked out by Faber. Of course, he went on to beat Uriah Faber 2 times after that fight in the WEC. He never really lost his bantamweight title the first time he had it. He beat Faber. He beat Mighty Mouse. What's his name? Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson. He beat him by decision. Obviously a bigger fighter, but he still got the victory. He dominated that fight. He gets injured, gets stripped of his championship. He has a lot of surgeries. He comes back and wins a fight by knockout in 2014. And then he misses more time because of injuries. And then he comes back and fights T.J. Dillashaw for the rightfully at the time his bantamweight title, given how he never lost. He won a very close decision over very dangerous T.J. Dillashaw, closer to his prime Dillashaw. He beat Faber again. He got beat by Cody Garbrandt. He was gone for like almost 4 years. Then he came back and got TKO'd by Henry Cejudo, and what I thought was a very controversial stoppage. He was getting up clearly in that fight. Since then, he's won 2 fights in a row. I think his last fight was fight of the night. So he's fighting a guy like Vera, who's in his 20s. I think he's like 8 or 9, 10 years younger than Dominick Cruz. Very dangerous guy on the feet. He's very dangerous. Very good leg kicks. He can go high to the head. He's got a good front kick, as you saw with Frankie Edgar when he knocked him out in the 3rd round. He can go to distance, but he has 7 losses. Dominick Cruz has 3 losses. A knockout loss, a decision loss, and a submission loss to Uriah Faber a long time ago in his career when Faber was at the top of his game. So the problem is Vera has all 7 of his losses are by decision. And Dominick Cruz usually wins decisions in his career. No, not that it really makes him dangerous or not dangerous. That's usually how he wins his fights. He's very smart on the feet. He doesn't get hit very much on the feet as much as most guys do. I think he's statistically the least hit guy in the division, or one of them, right? You know, at one point he was, right? He's got a very tricky fighting style. He hits you, but you try to hit him, you don't hit him. He moves really good. And that's what I think the difference will be in this fight. Marlon Vera is a very aggressive guy on the feet. I predict that and the thing is, look, I know he's a lot younger than Dominick Cruz. Obviously, Dominick Cruz is not the same fighter he was 10, 15 years ago with WEC or UFC, but he's still pretty darn good. Maybe he can win a championship. Who knows? He can at least get a title. If he wins this fight, he might get another title shot, you know, or at least fight Sean O'Malley or somebody else and then get a title shot. Maybe fight Aldo. You know, they're both legends of the sport. Both should be in the UFC Hall of Fame at this point. So I have to go with Dominick Cruz. I just think he's too smart on the feet. He avoids getting hit a lot. Marlon Vera is an aggressive fighter. I think aggressive fighters, with the exception of Cody Garbrandt in 2016, lose to Dominick Cruz when they're trying to swing and they miss much. You see guys miss a lot with Cruz, they usually lose the fight. You know, and I think he's going to lose this fight. Now, don't get me wrong, Marlon can win this fight if he lands a big head kick or something. He hits harder than Henry Cejudo did at one point. You know, he's obviously more dangerous on the feet than Cejudo was. But Cejudo could wrestle too. Marlon's going to try to keep this fight standing. Problem is, Dominick does not get hit as much as he could. He's very smart on the feet. He's good at avoiding big shots and stuff, getting hit with big shots. He's good at picking you apart and keeping his... He's just such a smart guy. He's very hard to figure out. You know, he's very talented. He's also got a lot of heart, and again, he has good cardio. Most of his wins are by decision. All of Marlon's losses are by decision. So I don't think Cruz is going to get a finish in this fight, even though it's possible. You know, nah. I think Cruz wins this fight. If it's a 5-round fight, he wins 49-46. He's going to make Marlon swing and miss a lot on the feet with kicks, punches. He's going to miss a lot in this fight. Dominick won't really have Marlon in any kind of danger in this fight. I think he'll outstrike him on the feet. He might secure a takedown or 2 in this fight with some leg sweeps. He's going to outsmart Marlon in this fight, most likely. Again, Marlon can win this fight. He's very explosive. He's dangerous. He's aggressive, but he'll be overly aggressive. He'll be outsmarted, outclassed, most likely in this fight. I have Dominick Cruz. Now, if it's a 3-round fight, I forgot which one it was. If it's a 3-round fight, 30-27, maybe a 29-28 somewhere in there. It won't be a split decision if it goes how I think it's going to go. But I have to go with the dominator, Dominick Cruz, by decision.